Well, g'day, it's Bleakers here for Ocean Blue Fishing, and I'm lucky enough to be joined by the encyclopedia of all things marine electronics. Kenny, thanks for your time.
Hey,
You'll take it?
Yeah,
it's a good compliment.
Any day.
Hey, I know we've got a lot to cover here at the moment, so let's get straight into it. The Simrad NXS, what is it all about?
So with the Simrad range, you've got the good, the better, and the best, right? This is the good.
This is the good. Okay.
Really, really good.
Yep.
Okay. It's the NSX. There's a 7, 9, and a 12-inch screen. Yep. This is probably our biggest selling product now for the new market.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of new people in the marine industry now buying their first boats, and they're used to using your iPhones and tablets and those sorts of things. These units, super easy to use. User interface, that's what you want. If it's not easy to use, you don't want to use it.
Right.
Okay, so it's nice and easy. GPS, fish finder, it's got the side scan
so
features.
It's still got all the capabilities.
All the capabilities.
Beautiful.
It just doesn't have the same sort of extra features that you can get in the next better range, and then of course in the big stuff as well, which we'll go through shortly.
I like the analogy of being good. So it covers the new boater. Bought a boat, I need to get some electronics on it. Let's start here.
Yeah.
And then once you get a little bit more experience, we'll go further up.
That's it.
Speaking of which, can we go over?
Let's do that.
Right.
NSS.
Is this the good, the great, or the better? Where are we at?
So we had the good, this is the better.
This is the better.
Yeah.
So what's this about? It's same sizing or is it a little bit bigger? This one looks a little bit bigger than the 12.
So there's a 7, 9, 12, and the big mama 16.
16.
Okay.
Wow.
And simple difference, or straight away you'll see the difference is they've got buttons down the side.
Yep.
Okay, so the keys, touchscreens are fantastic. All right, and in good weather, out in the bays, out in the harbour, etc.
It's not always the case though, is it?
No. And when it's really rough, sometimes you really want that, be able to put your hand down there and have the buttons on the side. And this little scroll wheel there is one of my favourite features on the Simrad units because it's easy. A lot of the controls of everything are done straight through that.
Quite sensitive too. Just playing around with it there, it's really responsive, but it's not
feel
over responsive that it slips along.
And you can feel a good click.
Yeah.
It's a good quality little rotary controller.
Yeah, excellent. Now in terms of capabilities, is this the bee's knees? Has it got everything that I'm going to need regardless of what boat I've got?
Yeah. So these are the ones that's got dual 1 kilowatt sounders in there.
Yep. And for someone at home, 1 kilowatt transducer.
Yep. Good point. So the unit over there is single 1 kilowatt transducer. So if you do fish out offshore a little bit in the deeper water, you can go for a 1 single frequency kilowatt transducer. This, if you fish shallow and deep water, you could have 2 1 kilowatt transducers. So one that's ideal for the shallow water and one that's really good for the deep water stuff.
Is it more clarity in the deeper stuff?
Funny enough, the deeper stuff never looks as good as the shallow stuff because your pulse length to get down that far, not going it's so much longer.
Yep.
So a lot of sounders at 500-600 meters look a bit Antari looking, whereas these in 20-30 meters or even 100 meters look real crisp.
So page options, the works?
Yep. Radar, side scan, down scan, forward scan.
Okay.
A lot of, not so much a fishing feature, but it's for the power boats and the big cruisers and stuff. And everything's built into it. Sonar modules, stuff's built into the screen.
What about those little extras, the 1%ers that some people overlook, like mirroring the screen or connecting it to
Wi-Fi,
things like
Bluetooth.
Wi-Fi. Does it do
It's got all that. It's got all that. And one of the things I love about the Simrad product, probably the range in general, is everything's within 1 or 2 button presses.
Okay.
So you're not sitting there going through menu after menu after menu. If you have to go that far into something, it's probably something you shouldn't be playing with anyway.
Yeah, something that we'll just leave for,
leave that for the
default
installer.
mode. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Well, that sounds like it's that next level up. I've either bought a boat, 1 or 2 years into it, a bit more confident. Maybe step up to something like this.
You got it.
Sounds good.
And then when you're, you've claimed all your bickies and you're about to big boats,
cash in my chips.
You go in for the big screens over there.
Take me over. Let's go. The final one, the third in the trio.
The good, the better,
the best.
You got it.
So
you're listening. This is good.
This is good.
This is the NSO. So this is the offshore. This is the big battle wagon game boats. This is your Maritimos, your Rivieras, the big glass bridge.
So the big dashboards that I see on all those big boats.
Every boat should have
this is what we're going to fit.
Yeah. You got 16, 19 and 24-inch versions.
So we're up to 24 because the first one went to 12, then we went to 16, and now it's gone all the way to 24.
These are only 19, so you can only imagine how big the 24s are.
This is the size of the TV in my bedroom, mate.
Oh, that's good. It's good that you got one in the room.
This is solid. In terms of capabilities,
so these are a processor unit, so everything's built into the screen, but then you add things like your radar module, you add your echo sounder modules and stuff separate. These are big systems, okay? But the cool thing is every screen can do every feature, and you can have simple network bridge interface, as they call it. So it'll be GPS, sounder, radar, and then you can push another button and they can all change to something else if you want.
So could I have what if I just wanted one? You could have a standard stock individual 24-inch.
Yep.
Or you could have the whole suite.
Yep, 100%. I was on a boat only the other day with one 24-inch in his big center console boat, and like it's unreal. Because when you start talking 7 or 9-inch screens and you're splitting them up, there's not a lot of room left for like things like side scan and stuff. You know?
Okay.
Whereas 19-inch screen, I'll show you in a minute, you can split it into 4 ways. There's so much room still.
So as we go up in size, the clarity is going to get better. Surely the pixels are getting higher. Looking at this screen, I know this is demo mode at the moment, and don't worry, we've all accidentally gone out fishing with demo mode left on. But you know, that is, they're clearly imitations of fish that you'd expect to see. That is crystal clear.
That's not an imitation, that's a recording.
It's a recording.
So that's an actual recording, done that, and then we've used that as a file. Wow. Okay, I think it's easier to do that than it is to make it up.
Excellent.
All right. So that's the simulator file. You'll see this little thing here, this is the OP50 controller. This is what I can actually control all 3 of those screens from. So you picture my nice big King's armchair back here. I can have that on the armrest and I don't even have to get up and touch it. These are all still full touch screens. You can still do all the touch interface and everything, but everything can also be controlled from that. Even your autopilot, stereo, etc. All from that one little controller.
So there's nothing on this. This isn't missing anything. Anything that you see on this is also in this, plus the extras. This is the cream of the crop.
Correct. Yeah.
Impressive. Very good. Right.
That's how we roll.
Speaking of that recording, you got the GPS marks?
Look at this. Put my finger on the cursor there. There's the fish, there's the latitude and longitude, but it's in the northern hemisphere, so you're probably not going to be able to...
We'll leave it there. Thanks for your time today, mate.
Yeah.
That's Kenny from Simrad. If you want to go check it out, where can we find it?
Simrad-yachting.com or at the Sydney Boat Show for the next few days, of course.
Sounds good. Well, I hope you enjoyed another video from Ocean Blue, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with your mates. If you want to get involved, head over to the comments section below and let us know what you think. While you're there, don't forget to get up to date on all the videos over at Ocean Blue as we look to tackle everything in the world of fishing and the great outdoors. I'm Bleakers, signing off until next time. We'll see you on the water.